Okay, we are ready for math pages 525 and 526, dealing with telling time to the 15 minutes. We also call that the quarter hour. The 15 minutes is also called the quarter hour. We can say quarter past or quarter after, or we can say quarter till or quarter to. We can say that in different ways, okay? So this is reminding us that it takes 5 minutes for the minute hand. Remember, the minute hand is the long one. For the minute hand to move from one number to the next. So here we've got what? 8 o'clock, right? We'll put that right up here. That's how you would write that. 8 o'clock. The minute hand goes to the number 1. You have 8:05 when the minute hand is on the 1. When the minute hand is on the 2, what is it if you're counting by 5s? 8:10. Now we no longer say 8:0 because now we have a 2-digit number, and so on and so forth. So now it is 15. When it's 15 minutes after, we can say quarter past 8 or quarter after 8. 15, count with me, 20, 25, 30, this is half past, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, not 60, but o'clock, okay? So take a look at number 1. It says write the time in 2 ways. Okay, so that says this. It says what? We've done this quite a bit, so you might know. 7:30. When the hour hand is halfway between 2 numbers, it still belongs to the lesser number because 30 minutes ago it was 7 o'clock. And then it was 7:15, 7:30. And another way to say that is 30 minutes after 7. So they did that one for us, okay? So the next one shows the hour hand really getting dangerously close to the 12, but does it belong to 12 yet? No, it's not there because the minute hand hasn't gone past the 12. So what time is it? Well, the hour is 11, we know that. 11 what? What is it when the minute hand is on the 9? 45. It's 11:45. That's what goes in the box. And another way to say that is 45 minutes after what? 11. Right? 45 minutes after 11. And then they have the o'clock for you. Right? So those are the ones, okay? So number 3 shows the hour hand halfway between the 6 and the 7, and the minute hand is, well, it's not halfway, it's past. The minute hand is on the 3. So what would that time be? What does the hour hand belong to? The 6, colon. How many minutes is that? 5, 10, 15. It's 15. 6:15, or we could say quarter past 6 or quarter after 6. And so we say it's 15 minutes after what? 6 o'clock. 15 minutes after 6. So now you have the hour hand halfway between the 2 and the 3. It's halfway because the minute hand is halfway around the clock, right? To go all the way around, you have to be back up here. So it's halfway between the 2 and the 3. So it still belongs to the lesser number, which is 2 to what? 2:30, half past. 30 minutes after what? 2. This is what 2 o'clock looked like, right? 2:05, 2:10, 2:15, 2:20, 2:25. See how the hour hand is creeping? 2:30. And it's going to creep even more. Look at, does it look like it's 3 o'clock? It kind of does, right? But it's not until the minute hand is straight up. So right there, it still belongs to the 2. It's 2:55, right? Okay, so look on the next page, page 526, and that shows the hour hand. It looks to me like it is very, very close to the 6. Why? Because at 5 o'clock, it looked like this. 5:15, 5:30, now look what's going on. It's so close to the 6, but it's not 6 o'clock for 15 more minutes, right? So what time is it? 5. What is that? What's on the 9? 45. Right? 5:45. Or we can say it's 5:45, but the way they want you to say it is how many minutes after the hour. So it's 45 minutes after 5 o'clock, right? 45 minutes after 5 o'clock. Okay, so that was number 1 on that second page. Number 2 shows that once upon a time it was 4 o'clock. But now the minute hand has gone 15 minutes after, right? So that would be 4:15 or 15 minutes after 4. 4 o'clock, quarter after, which is 15 minutes. The hour hand is creeping, but not that creepy. Okay, so it was, let's pretend it was 1 o'clock. Okay, look what happens when the minute hand makes it to the 9. It's 1 o'clock. Watch what happens to the hour hand when the minute hand makes it here. It's moving slowly toward the 2, right? Still belongs to the 1. How many minutes after? 45. So it's 1:45 or 45 minutes after 1, correct. 45 minutes after 1. That was number 3. Yes. Am I running out of room or what? Okay, so number 4, it was 12 o'clock. This is what 12 o'clock looks like. Okay, and then the minute hand starts to move away from the 12. When it goes halfway around, the hour hand is halfway to the 1, but it still belongs to the 12. So number 4, it's 12 what? 12 halfway, 30, half past. You can say it's half past 12. You wouldn't say it's half to 1. You just say it's half past 12 or 12:30. So what is that? You put the 30 there, 30 minutes after what? 12. 30 minutes after 12 o'clock. Now, on number 5, this is making you think a little bit more. Let me get rid of this. So you're going to have to use reasoning. What makes sense? What is a reasonable answer? A reasonable guess, okay? So let's take a look. It says, look at where the hour hand is pointing. Okay, what time is it? Well, the hour hand was 5 o'clock, right? So let's make it 5 o'clock. And you tell me when to stop, because it's a little bit after the 5, but not a lot. So, when should I stop? Stop. Good. See, the hour hand is a little bit after the 5. So the minute hand should be drawn to the 3. So you should draw the minute hand you've got going to the 3, making sure it's longer than the hour hand. So the hour hand was on the 5, the minute hand should be on the 3. A little bit longer. So what time is it? What number are we on? I have no idea. Oh, down there, number 5. So We know it's 5. If it's on the 3, it's 5 what? 15. Good. So this is problem number 5, the first clock, right? Okay, look at the second clock. The hour hand belongs to the 3, right? Because it's not to the 4 yet. So let's make it 3 o'clock. Now watch what happens to, look at it, it's almost to the 4. So keep an eye on the hour hand and tell me when to stop. It's almost to the 4. Stop? That's correct. So the minute hand would really be pointing to the 9. So go ahead and do that. We know that the time is 3. 3 what? 3:45, right? 3:45. So the minute hand is pointing to the 9. Okay? And the last clock looks like the minute hand is halfway, that's a clue, halfway between the 9 and the 10. Let's see what it looked like when it was 9 o'clock, because we know it's 9 something. Okay, we could even say it's 9 something. So keep an eye on it. It's halfway, you probably already know. If it's halfway between the 9 and the 10, then what happens? Your minute hand has to go halfway around the clock, and halfway, half of 60 is 30. So draw your minute hand to the 6 and write 9:30. That's what makes sense, okay? All right, so you did a good job, and that is it for right now. So I'll see you in a little bit for language. We're going to read chapter 12, okay? Probably will set it up on the video. Nice. Her voice won't wear out, and there's music in the background. So get ready to read chapter 12. We only have chapter 12 and chapter 13, so we will finish the book next week or this week. I'm not sure. Next week, I think. Okay, so go ahead and finish up, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.